Coaches, Rick Stewart of All Access Coaching. I'm really excited to bring you this free video, and make sure you hit the subscribe and like button down below. And if you hit the like and subscribe button, you'll get notified when we upload new content. We're uploading 3 or 4 videos every week.
Midline play for me, I love the inside veer. It's been really good to us, but there's something about when you get the midline rolling. I like the physicality of the play. I like the downhill aspect. It doesn't get stretched very often. It's either the B back in the A gap or your quarterback in your B. And really, I think a key to it for us is how physical you can get your slots to be. And this year we had kids that weren't afraid to stick their nose in there. So if your slots aren't going to be physical, I think you really got to try to dress it up a million ways. But if your slots are physical, that really sets you free to get after it. So I'm going to show you some midline cut-ups. If you have any questions, feel free to holler at me. Y'all may use the same base rules, or y'all's rules may be completely different, but I'll go ahead and share with you what we do. The midline versus these guys has really been a good play for us. Just working the back end, thinking mid-triple, but really we're on a midline. Look at the back shot. Nine does a good job. Play side backer stays in the box. The 9 can really look for whoever's next. Gets a hat on him, springs us for the big play. One of the good deals here, the play bounces out of that trips look. The play bounces. You're still getting a soft edge because they're having to play these two, so we get a soft perimeter. So even though it gets bungled up here, now there's room for the quarterback to bounce it. So we're thinking that we can handle the nose with our center. Our guard's trying to get over there. Now our guard, once he sees that, would like for him to stay shoulders square instead of turning the shoulder. So now he's no chance at this guy. Keep your shoulders square. If he's staying hard A gap, you got this backside A gap. If that had been a give there, we'd want to bend it right behind the action key and block him. So our guard's got to work on not just running in there blind and turning the shoulders. B-back does a nice job of running without the ball, sucking a safety in on it. Like I said, I think it's a great play for your younger quarterbacks. Kind of an easy one to break to cut their teeth on in live situations. They don't got to worry about trying to make the pitch or handling a blood stun or anything like that. It's just give or keep, really. Okay, I'm going to move on to it. So you can see that we really like it out of 3x1. Just like the angles it gives us. Some of the things I like about 3x1 midline is you can use motion, but you don't need it. A lot of times you can loosen the box out there. Now, in our old set, this is we don't do this as much anymore, but it was still good for us. We just don't get in this true double set as much as we used to. We may need to start, but so now when we run the midline, we've got to bring a slot in and insert him. So now the rub here is he's going to bring that guy in with him, and we're short. So we don't got anybody for that outside backer. Now, if we were savvy here, this slot would go in and go play side to outside and look back on that outside backer falling in on the play. So we really kind of hurt ourselves there with that motion. Running midline to the 3-man surface. All we do here is his rule is play side tackle. He's out. Now the slots rule, and he's got to work on getting there a little bit. His rule is outside the read key to the play side backer. So, and we don't rep this a whole bunch for them to get the real hang of it, but he should really be working all the way inside through this B gap, which is kind of tough with our splits there. So he had to work inside of this B gap to 24. And he gets there. He does a good job. Here it is again to the 3-man surface. Probably could have got it. Looks like you could get a give there. Quarterback does a nice job with the long ride. And still, you still like seeing there seems to be a crease north and south there that he ought to get in a little more than he does. But he bounces it and still makes a good play. All right, here it is back. When we don't get much pro set anymore just because we haven't had a tight end in a few years. Versus 50. Right there, quarterback just makes a bad read on the block, but we bring the slot in to insert him. We're still short on the safety, but he's doing, he's running with the motion, so it's still a good play backside, especially versus 50. We thought we were going to get a shade 5-9 up here, get a shade 5-9. I love running midline to a 4-eye and the backside shade. I love those angles. Center's back on the shade. We don't have to worry about the guard helping the center. He's up. He's out to this 9-tech. This should have been a better play than it was. Guard right there. We talk hard, and he doesn't want. You just look at our guard. Boom, he just pops standing straight up. He's way too high. That's why he gets shoved in like that. Mercy. But he should be looking backer to backer. Right there, backer to backer. We got the slot to come in there and lean on that guy a little bit. Here it is again, back away from the pro set. Nice, much better job getting everything fit up there. And the backer stays in the box. And so I think one of the things that, like I said earlier, the thing that has helped our midline game is physical slots. Number 3 is about as physical as my 7-year-old. So this year, that was why it was such a good play for us. That's a lot of midline there. I think the midline for us has gotten better as we've used it in several different formations. But like anything, we start with it in tight and teach those base rules and work the crap out of it there. And then as we go forth, or if we know a formation is going to give us an open A gap, we're going to try to implement it there. And then I think, as you saw, the other thing that really this year I try to do with it is if I can do stuff on the back side of it, whether it's sell a screen game or anything like that, because all you need for the play to get going, in my opinion, is you love to have that backside slot for the extra hat. But if you get the play side slot, you're going to get the play going. And so you can give it some window dressing. You can give it more window dressing than you can the inside veer, in my opinion. So the midline's been real good to us this year.
Coaches, I really hope you got some great information from that YouTube video. Again, hit the subscribe and like button down below. It gives us valuable data, and you also get notified when I upload new content to this channel. Thanks for watching, coaches.